Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of Trash Talk.
Hey, hey.
We're here again, and I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. I certainly did. Unfortunately, my neighbor didn't.
No.
That's a result of his fireworks display.
Yeah, that doesn't look good. First I thought you were in Detroit. Then I realized that was fireworks. So,
No, first of all, anybody who lives in a wooded area should not really consider shooting off fireworks, especially in the Texas summertime.
bad idea. Bad idea.
So, so he's got lots of debris and lots of trash to pick up now. So, did you have a good 4th?
Yeah, I did. It's always nice. I always like the 4th of July, for the obvious reasons, but, just something, just hanging out all day, grilling, drinking good beer, it's just a good time.
Yeah, and then you wait until the evening, and while you enjoy the fireworks or listen to the fireworks, we spend most of the evening just trying to calm the dog down.
Yeah. My cat is pretty cool about it after a while, but when I did have my dog, he was freaking out,
Yeah, what is going on out there? And
right?
you open the door and say, "Go pee." Are you kidding me? You want me to go out there and all
It's
that?
like it's an air raid out there.
Yeah. I ain't going out there. I might get shot.
Right?
It's like a bad night in an urban city.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
So hey, you were doing a challenge, a running challenge or something, running 70 some miles or something in a month.
yeah, oh God, what month is this? July. So I think back in April or maybe it was May, I don't remember. I did a push-up challenge
I remember
where we
that.
did 2,200 push-ups for Mission 22. That was awesome. And then I did 75 miles for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And you know what? Everybody was like, "Hey, it's 75 miles like that in a month. That's got to be tough." And I'm like, it's really not. Like if you break it, because you could walk it or run it, but if you
Yeah,
break it down, it's nothing. I mean, I started off doing like 3 miles, then I was just doing 5 miles at a time.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
So
if you average it out, if you're going to do it every day, then it's only it's about 2 3 miles a day to
it's
get
nothing.
in a month. But if you go out on a 5 6 7 mile run, now you've knocked off 2 days.
And I would do that. I would do that. I'd be like, "Hey, today, like if I didn't have Luke, I'd be like, okay, my goal is 6, whether I do 3 and then walk one and do another, but I would do it and then maybe skip a day because, for whatever. But yeah, I like running. I'm getting back, especially after eating on the 4th of July. I got to get back in shape.
Yeah, well, but now the temperatures are starting to climb into the 90s every day. How does that affect your running? I mean, do you run really early in the morning before it gets too warm, or I mean, I see people out there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon that are running, and I can't figure out how they can do that.
Well, you definitely lose a lot more weight now. So,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
guess.
there's nothing like I'll tell you what. For me, there's nothing like that sweat. Like you feel like you did a good job. But when I started running back home, I would run in the wintertime. And then that's how I build up my breathing and all that. Running in 95 degrees does suck.
Yeah,
But for me and my schedule now, man, like I got to just get it when I can get it. If I'm working and I work overnight sometimes, last thing I want to do is come home at 5 a.m. and go for a run. I'd probably fall down and hurt myself. So I try to go at like that 10 o'clock hour because I don't like doing evening runs. I want to get it before noon.
yeah.
So,
Back in my days of running, I guess my downfall was that I always used to lay out my course that I was going to do, whether it was 3 miles or 5 miles, and sometimes normal training runs would go up to maybe 7 miles, but
yeah.
I would always hit like the donut shop or Dairy Queen or something in that last mile. So while I'm sweating like you're talking about, I'm sweating, but uh,
You got a cone going on?
on the way home, that last mile was a delicious mile.
Well, like and I prefer, some people prefer running like they'll do it on a treadmill, or they'll do it like they like that. They could watch it, do it at a gym, or watch TV, or put their headphones at whatever. I've done it that way. I want to be outside,
And, and the thing is, now what they've done is, whether you're on a stationary bike or you're on a treadmill, now instead of going outside and getting the fresh air and a little bit of scenery and maybe just some slight rolling hills, you get on a bike or on a treadmill inside, and you got a screen on the front, and you mimic being outdoors.
It doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, just get your butt outside, like.
I know, it's like you want to get the feeling of being outside, when really all you got to do is go over there and open the door and get your butt out there. Did you ever, when you run outside, you wear headphones and listen to music?
Yeah, about I'll say 8 times out of 10. Yeah, I have music, and I have certain playlists, like for running, or if I'm training, like when I used to do the Big D climb, or if I have some sort of goal, then I'll have certain playlists. Every now and then, like if I'm just running just to run a couple miles, I might listen to a podcast, but typically it's music all the time. It's very rare that I don't have music on when I run at all, unless I forgot, like I just took off and I forgot.
Yeah, I used to run to Chariots of Fire. In the slow-mo version.
Right? I see a lot of people running, man. I mean, and I see a lot of people walk, run, or jog. Look, if you're just out there doing something, you're doing something. So, you don't got to be this big buff, training. I don't know. That's why, it's part of the reason why I hate the gym. I don't like going to the gym.
Yeah, well, and I joined a gym in January because I saw this ad, and it said, "Join our gym and lose weight." So I signed up in January, and I just got a letter from them, and they wanted to know when I was going to come in and for my assessment, and when I was going to start my training. And I said, "Well, wait a minute. You just told me that if I join your gym, I'll lose weight. I haven't lost a pound yet."
You're like, I didn't get it. I want my money back.
Yeah. So wait a minute. You got to come in, but that didn't say that in the ad. It just said, "Join the gym, lose weight."
I don't like gyms. I've been in the gym a couple of times, and I've had good results. Like, I've gotten more like on a regiment, and there's just certain things, like I don't have the equipment here. I'd like to do more weight stuff. Not that I'm trying to get buff. I would like to do a little more weights, but I don't have it here. So really, I just do what I can at home, and I feel better that way. Like I know I'm going to get it done. If I got the gym, I don't know if I'm going to go to the gym. I'm
Right.
going to go for a while, and then I'm going to just forget it, and it'll be another subscription that I wasted my money on.
Well, when I was much younger, we used to call them meat markets, because that's where you would go to meet somebody.
Maybe that's why my ex went to the gym all the time. I don't know.
I used to go to the gym, and I got to tell you, I wasn't really an intense workout freak and all, but I always used to have a water bottle, because I'd get on a stationary bike for about 10 minutes and all, and then I'd take the water, I'd take a sip, and I'd
Right.
put it on the shirt, get the shirt wet, so it looked like I was really, and you'd always get off going,
Right.
I was a great actor at the gym.
I think there's a purpose for the gym. I mean, I get it. Some people can't work out at home, because they get distracted. And some people like just want to get out of the house because they're tired of being at home. And I get that too,
I get distracted working out at home because I have to keep passing the refrigerator.
I get distracted everywhere I go anyway. I could be at the gym lifting weights, in the middle of it, I'm like, I start writing an article or something, or like all of a sudden I'm doing a podcast at the gym, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing here?
Well, I remember when you were doing your push-up challenge and all, you took a couple videos of you doing the push-ups at work.
Yeah, that was rough, man.
Fit it in.
I remember that. It was like 3:30 in the morning. I got my gloves on. I'm trying to do push-ups, you know?
A little bit of flour under your gloves and you're slipping all over the place.
That was a mess, man. But I think activity is the key. Being physical in some ways the key. I mean, even as little as what I do with Luke, like when we go play soccer or we're
Uh-huh.
running around outside. I mean, we're outside. We're out there for an hour. We're running. We're playing soccer. I'm walking with him. That's activity. It might not be a workout per se, but you're being active. You're getting your heart rate up.
And then where do you go after your soccer workout?
Come back here, well, not here, but I'll come back and I'll take a shower. Sometimes we go to the pool. If it's late, we'll come back, sit on the porch or a patio and have a popsicle.
I was getting to that point. I knew it was going to involve food because you sometimes post pictures of Luke running around kicking the soccer ball. Then he's sitting in the chair with popsicle or something.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's hot. It's 95 degrees outside. Let's have a popsicle. And I'd rather have them have a popsicle than some freaking ice cream,
Right.
So at least I feel better, But yeah, I don't know. I think you change your workouts and your your routine as you get older and as you adjust to your work schedule and all that.
Yeah. My workout routine right now is walking the dog.
That's a workout.
You know,
I mean, that's activity.
yeah, except now that it's getting into the 90s, she goes out, she pees and she poops and she looks up at me like, I ain't going any further.
You're going to have to start taking her out at 5 a.m.
Yeah, yeah. Because she wants to go home. That I'm finished. I did what I'm supposed to do. My workout's over. You want to keep walking? Go ahead. Just take me home first.
I tell you what, like when I was driving home from work and it's still dark out, and I was driving home and I see people running. More importantly, I see girls running, and I'm not talking like a pack of females. I'm saw like two random girls or one girl, and it's pitch black out. I don't care where you live. There's nothing safe about that at all.
Absolutely. I'm a proponent back from my running days and all. Number one, try never to run alone. Always try and run with a partner, just in case, for safety's sake. And if you have to go out pre-dawn or after dusk or something, for God's sake, wear white or yellow or something.
Or something.
That's got reflected on. They make hats that have reflective brims and patches. Most shoes have it, but it's a little patch on the back of the heel of your shoe, and you don't really see it. And there are cars that are out there late at night, and they hit that corner, and you're crossing. They'll miss you.
It's almost happened to me. I mean, luckily I was slowing down and I looked, but I looked to the left and I got two women standing like I could have reached out my window and touched them. And I'm like, where'd you come from? Like, you're like a ninja.
Which is what you really wanted to do, roll down a window and...
Yeah, well, then I'd probably end up on the news somewhere. But, random guy in Frisco touches women.
Right. Headlines.
Yeah, right. But they didn't have anything. And I'm like, look, they have those bracelets. And even if you have like your Apple Watch, you can turn a flash on there when you run. So it flashes. They have that setting.
I will tell you,
reason.
you see the workers, the workers on the highway, they wear these vests that are yellow with orange and usually have some of that day glow striping.
Yeah.
And they make these things in a very, very soft material that weigh nothing. And if nothing else, just put one of those on when you're running, because it's got a nice big X and it lets people know a quarter of a mile from you that you're up there. Got to do that. Big tip from Trash Talk. Make yourself visible at night.
Yeah, and I'm telling you too. I still say to this day, women, don't be. I mean, men too, but you're on your own, man. But women, don't be running by yourself. Like it just doesn't make. I would never let. I mean, I hate to say it that way. Let my significant other run by herself. I just wouldn't. I mean, unless she's packing.
And another tip, I know you said you like to run about 80% of the time with earbuds and stuff. But if
I
you're
do.
out running with earbuds, you're focusing on the music that's going through your head, and you're maybe not focusing on the traffic, especially behind you. Another tip, if you a lot of people don't like to run on sidewalks. I never liked running on sidewalks. It was too uneven. I used to run in the street, but you run against the flow of traffic, not with it, because you want to see a car that's coming toward you. You don't want to take a chance on a car that's approaching you from the back.
That's no, yeah, that's true too. I mean, and I think that's what you're supposed to do anyway,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You
Yeah,
you
like
bicycle with
legally.
the traffic and you run against it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind walking, running on sidewalks, but I do prefer the cement, the street, so to speak.
Yeah.
But sometimes I've actually gone up to the school track when there's no school in session, and I've just run the school track. Like if I just like I want to knock it out real fast, then I know I can do it, and I know how many miles I've done.
And those new surfaces on those
Oh,
tracks is incredible.
great!
It's like a crushed rubber. They take old rubber tires,
It's
and
awesome.
and they crush them up and they school tracks out of them. So it's like so especially if you're recovering from a little bit of a pull, a strain, or something like that. Running on a school track is usually a good idea too.
I tell you, they frown on that when school's in session.
Well, but it's summertime. It's 95 degrees outside.
Time to roll.
Schools are closed, so
Yep.
doors open.
Yeah, just go and do it. I used to run when I did the Big D climb, and I'm going to get back to that. They're bringing it back next year without a virtual, like a real one. This year was virtual, and that's just stupid. So I wasn't going to do that. But I used to run the stairs at FC Dallas Stadium to train for it because I knew people there. They would let me in, and then once it became Toyota Stadium, I wasn't allowed in there anymore. They just were like, they just said no way. So. But when it was FC Dallas, I used to go and run up and down the stairs, watch the soccer players practice, and it was great. It was a great training, great workout.
And it made you look like one of them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm the right height, so
Well, hey, listen, it's been fun talking about exercising. I've worked up a sweat, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start exercise. A good place to exercise is in Denton because you can go do your exercise and all, and then like I used to do, run by the Patriot Sandwich Company on your way home, and in that last mile stop, get yourself a nice sandwich, and eat it on the way home. That last mile.
yeah, just put the calories right back on, no problem.
That's right. That's my old running club back in Illinois. It was called the Park Forest Running and Pancake Club. Honest, that was the name. And we used to run loops through the forest preserves and everything, and then somebody would put the tailgate down on the car,
Just pancake it out.
propane grill, fry some pancakes up.
Wow. Hey, it works. Whatever.
Yep, you used to call it calories lost and found. But so hey, the Patriot Sandwich Company, David Jordan and his friends over there, great people, make great sandwiches and everything. You can even get sandwiches with that nice lean turkey on it, and also if you're
You can get a wrap. You can get a wrap too.
yep, watching those calories and everything, you can get it, put lots of veggies and stuff on it, some sauces, and good. So and make sure you tell them that Brandon and Stuart sent you.
Whoever. Yeah.
Yep, over there at Trash Talk, they sent you over, and when they finish putting together that healthy sandwich, they'll give you a great big cup, and they say, "Go over there and get yourself a drink on the house."
There you go.
There you go. So, and be right here again next Tuesday at 8 a.m. for another edition of Trash Talk. Yeah, Trash Talk, and go
Yeah,
clean
I
up,
think that's who we are today.
and go clean up the debris from your fireworks.
Yeah, that's a mess.
Bye.